Peace, 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 family. It is yours truly, Amari. I am the founder of Uwa Pele Movement. Uwa Pele is a Yoruba word for gentle character. My queen, Amari is the co-founder. It's the weekend, baby. Yeah, it's on once again, family. Again, coming to you with an empowerment moment. Very good subject matter on the day. We're going to be talking about you've outgrown them. You've outgrown them. We want to thank everybody who has subscribed to our YouTube channel. Thank you so much for helping us to reach 334 people on YouTube and helping us to reach over 1,500 people on Instagram. Again, if you be so kind to share and invite, that'll be great. Peace, 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 and blessings, family. Again, it's yours truly, Amari, founder of Uwa Pele Movement. Uwa Pele is a Yoruba word for gentle character. And it's the weekend, baby. That's right, it's on one more time, coming to you live and direct from the set with your empowerment moment, with yours truly, the truth teller. If the truth hurts, says ouch, I'm going to tell you the way that it is. The truth transform our hearts, the truth transform our minds. A truly empowering session on today. We're going to talk about you've outgrown them. You've outgrown them, family. That's right. It's time to go to another level. Stop trying to fit in. It's time to go higher. We're going to talk about that. I want to thank everybody who subscribed to our YouTube channel. Thank you so much for helping us to reach 334 people. As we reach people, we reach more people. So we're so grateful for the lives that's being touched in a positive way and being transformed. This is not a complaining platform. This is life transforming platform. We don't complain. We talk about solutions. All right. We don't wound. We only come to bring the healing. And for those who are wounded, well, that means that your feelings been hurt or your ego been hurt. But other than that, we come to bring the healing into your life. Again, it's yours truly, Amari, live and direct on the set. Make sure you follow us on IG. We want to thank everybody for helping us to go over 1,500 followers. Yes, sir. And that's what this is all about, is touching people's life. We get ready to dive in on today. Again, make sure you share and invite. I'm going to be in and out on tonight. That's right, share and invite. I'm going to be in and out on tonight. Be with you very briefly on this evening. Let's talk about it. Let's get into this session on today. Okay. I'm going to talk about you've outgrown them. Right? Now, we're all adolescents right now. You know, we're all adults right now, rather. You know, we're not adolescents anymore. I do know that those of us who have children, we will be able to comprehend this analogy. Okay. And those of us who are grown now, right? Sometimes we try to fit in somewhere where we've outgrown due to our knowledge and wisdom and our understanding. Not that we are better than anyone else. It's just that you just think better. You think better, therefore you do better. And because of you doing so, that's the result of you having better, right? But in an immature person's mindset, you think that you're better than them. Or either they will try to use reverse psychology on you and make you feel like you're not doing enough for the community. When you get blessed with a great abundance, it kind of seems like people want to dictate to you how you live your life, how you're supposed to spend your resources. They don't know your expenses. They just make assumptions and, oh, well, they're not doing enough. They need to be doing this. Well, they need to be doing that. But my question is, what do they need to be doing? You know, what do they need to be doing? So many people want to tell you what you need to be doing, but we're going to put this on the table. What do they need to be doing? I want to thank my uncle, Pastor Rodney Gilliard, in the building. Uncle Rodney, peace and blessings be upon you. Uncle, thank you so much for tuning in. Uncle Rodney said, I like that you come to bring the healing. All praises be. That's right, Uncle. I definitely come to bring the healing. Listen, family, you know, it's like when you're an adult, right? Why would you try to go put on a newborn's clothing? This is the analogy that I would like to use. I want you to Selah. Selah again is a word that means pause, think about it, meditate on it. I want you to think about that. Why would you, as an adult, try to go put on newborn clothes? You know good and doggone well you can't fit those clothes. All right. So why would you try to, as an adult, go put on a newborn's clothing? Listen, that's what it's like when you try to fit in where your mindset has outgrown that specific crowd. You know, sometimes, unfortunately, we're so focused on trying to be accepted and we're fearful of being rejected to the point where we start hypocriting, we start acting, we start dumbing ourselves down because we want to be accepted. We don't like the feeling of rejection. Well, family, listen, it's time to grow up. It's time to grow up. Okay, you don't need to step down. They need to step it up. You don't need to slow down. They need to go faster. That's really the bottom line. What I notice is when you grow in knowledge, when you grow in wisdom, when you grow in understanding, people try to make you feel like as if though you really don't get it. When you actually do get it, they're the ones that don't get it. And so they try to entangle you again, unbeknownst to them, with a yoke of bondage. They try to get you to go right back to the same mindset that you have been set free from, that had ensnared you, that kept you from growing. It had you stagnant. It's like a peacock type of spirit. You know, they have wings, but they can't fly. You see? Some people have a mind, but unfortunately, they don't think for themselves. They allow other people to think for them, and they want you to be in that same mannerism. See, understand this. Thoughtless people don't like a person who thinks, because then you can outwit them. They don't like the fact, okay, that you're sharp and that they can't pull these tricks on you. Silly rabbit, tricks are for kids. Okay, it's time for people to get off of the bottle, drinking milk, and it's time for people to start eating the meat. Okay. I listen to a lot of buffoonery on these social media outlets, and this is the reason why I come on here too, is to help people to be liberated from these lies that people are telling, and also to help them rid themselves of parasitic people who comes in their lives and they destroy their lives. Okay? Listen, you got to get the hell out of your life first in order for you to live in heaven. You understand? some people, they make assumptions. Some people think you don't get it because you don't wear red, black, and green all the time, and you're not, using racial slurs all the time, and you're not speaking ill of another ethnic group. You judge them according to their character rather than according to their skin pigmentation or their ethnicity. They get mad with you. You don't use a certain, you don't use the word black, they get mad with you. And it's amazing how people like this, they talk about love. And if you're getting upset, then it must be you. I'm just saying. Okay? You have people who go to church. Every time the church door open, they're there in the church or they're there in the mosque. Wassalam Lincoln, praise the Lord. But their character doesn't marry with their profession. And so you choose to not associate yourself with hypocrites. And so what happens is these people, they get upset with you. You call them out, they get mad with you. You understand? They don't want nothing to do with you. Some of them, for some reason, think that because they don't talk to you or they don't invite you on their platforms or they don't support you, like as if though your life is supposed to just stop. Like they're your supply, like they're your source of your blessings. When they came into your life, they still did nothing for your life. They did nothing for you to help you to go to another level whatsoever. They did nothing for you spiritually. They did nothing for you naturally. But somehow they think that because they don't support you, that somehow your life is going to come crumbling down. See, understand this. A jealous spirit don't like when you see that it's jealous. Understand this. A hypocritical person, a man-pleasing person, don't like it when you see that they're all about pleasing other people. They're not stand-up women. They're not stand-up men. They're sit-down women and men, and they're lay-down women and men, and they're more concerned about invites and likes and subscribes and follows and accolades and encores more so than they are sharing information that's going to bring about transformation, that's going to make them into a new creation, and that's going to help them to transfer from the situation that they're in to their place of blessing. Oh, yeah. Yeah, we're going to talk about it tonight. We're going to talk about it tonight. We have to highlight, these people who want you to worship them rather than the one who created you. The man pleaser wants you to be a man pleaser. And if you're not like them, then they don't like you. Why are you trying to get in where you don't fit in at? You don't fit. You walk a higher path. You have a higher consciousness. Why are you trying to revert back to the same prison that you came out of just so somebody can give you a shout out or give you a hand praise or say your name, give you a drop like a DJ? You got these DJ preachers out here too. They just want to rock the crowd. These things have to be called out so people can be brought out. You understand? So many people these days have become commercial. It's appalling. I can't stomach this foolishness. You understand? And that's why some people don't like you, because when you tell the truth and you speak the truth and whole truth and nothing but the truth, so help them, because it's already helped you, so help them, they get mad at you. They get mad at you. You see? They want the truth until the truth is about them. Oh, yes, sir. We're going to talk about it. Because some people supposed to be conscious, but they talk unconscious. You have some leadership out here that is adding fuel to the fire when it comes to violent activity. The only time you should ever be violent towards anybody is if they attack you. That is the only time. And I'm talking about that specific person, not the one in that ethnic group. No, that specific person, not an ethnic group. No, attack the one who attacked you. Okay, see, we got to have more upright teaching. You got too many people talking foolish, and people sit back hand praising, and that's right, and you know what I'm saying, amen, and you know, hallelujah. You got people talking crazy. This is my church, this is my pulpit, this is my microphone. You understand? Manipulating, control, casting spells on people. Have them under a spell, thinking that they can't get to the creator without them because they're the mediator. They're the ones that stand in the middle. No, it's the spirit, then your spirit, then the one who created your spirit. You got some spiritual teachers. Oh, no, don't go over there. Don't listen to nobody but me. I'm the only one. The wisdom of the universe is too vast for there just to be one teacher. There's more than one sent to teach in this world. There's no such thing as just one teacher, because there is a multitude of souls that need to be reached. You got some of these manipulative, controlling, hypocritical overseers that's out there. They really don't want the truth. They made man into God. Everything the apostles say is right. Everything the prophets say is right. Everything the pastors say is right. Everything the elders say is right. But yet, there's no other God before the God that you serve, though. Interesting. Interesting. Only one walked the earth that never sinned, named Jesus, but yet these prophets and these apostles who you read about in the Bible sin just like you do, but there's only one Lord. There's only one that's perfect. And so everything that these people wrote is supposed to be without error, but yet these men are fallible. But they can't write anything that's fallible. They're fallible. All men sin and fall short of the glory, but the book that's written, it's infallible though. But all sin and fall short of the glory. Everybody mess up, but there's no way possible something that a man wrote could not be messed up. Do you really want the truth, or don't you? See, that's the reason why some people, when I was, that's the reason why when I was pastor, so many people used to get so mad with me, say I left religion. I can't stand religious dogma. Okay, I can't stand spiritual dogma. I can't stand this activism dogma. I can't stand none of it. Because the same ones that proclaim liberation are the same ones that's incarcerated themselves, calling themselves trying to set somebody free, but they themselves is brainwashed. You calling each other nigger, but you're supposed to be conscious. And then you're lying, talking about, that's a word, that's an African word. Brother, sister, elder, stop playing. Stop your lying. Niggas does not mean nigger. Niger is not nigger. Stop your lying and stop this false teaching and stop deceiving people. You got these same leaders that come on here on these social media sites, the same one telling you they so conscious, but turn around and call their sister a female dog. You got the same ones on here call they self-conscious, turning around, getting on this Facebook page, and it's appalling, it's sad. And I'm not upset. I'm just saying, man, listen, family, you got to be careful who you're following. You got to stop following people because they have a large following. These people will lead you into the pit of destruction. You're so in awe, you're so amazed about how many people they have following them. Guess what? Gang leaders they got large followings too. You going to follow them? The mafia have a large following too. You going to follow the mafia? You misconstrue sound teaching with a massive following. I'm going to say it again. You misconstrue sound teaching or content with a large following. A gangster rap have more of a larger following than me. But what are they saying that's going to liberate the minds of the listener? Selah. Pause. Think about that. I'm going to say it again. You have gangster rappers who have larger followings than I do. And what are they saying to liberate the people? Oh, I know, because they're Nino Browns. They're going to your hood and they'll give a basketball team some sneakers and some jerseys. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on, wait a minute. They'll make a donation to feed the homeless, but then go right back and make another album calling our women whores and female dogs. But oh, brother, you're being judgmental. Oh, brother, you're just hating. See, only a fool, only a brainwashed person would think that that's hating. Only a fool. Only somebody blind would think something like that. You're listening to a blind person telling you how to see. Do you understand that? I need some of you to understand this. You're following a blind person that's telling you how to see, that's telling you how to transform your life. But where's the transformation at in their life? They're still talking like a thug, acting like a thug. They're getting on videos talking about, oh, I'll pull up. I'll do this. I'll do that. They throwing shots at each other, calling each other all type of names, disrespecting each other's wives, but y'all still follow that foolishness. They get on there, they get on here, they get on these programs and getting all these different type of debates, but you still following them, thinking that they're so deep because they mention a historical figure that you never heard of before that's of African descent. You're not looking at their character though. No, what you're caught up in, oh, he knows about Kemet. Oh, he knows about El Kebalan. Oh, she know about Kemet. Oh, they know about Kebalan. Where is their character? Where is it? Oh, they got these gems. They got these stones. Oh, they know about all these different dimensions. Let me ask you a question. Did they go to all these different dimensions? Have you ever thought about that for one moment? That people teaching you about all these different dimensions. Who is ever going to challenge? How do they know that all these dimensions exist? Did they go to these dimensions and come back into their body and this spirit that took them to these different realms counted 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then told them that there was all these different dimensions? Or I bear witness that there's no other God. I love you, family, but I got to teach truth. You may not think it's the truth, but I got to teach truth. I refuse to sidestep controversial topics so that people could continue to follow me and they'll be my friend. I don't roll like that. I'm just gonna call out these teachings and help some of you to think your way out of the bondage. Okay, you say you bear witness that there's another. Do you know what a witness is? And there's no disrespect to you. I want you to think about court, right? I want you to think about court. Thank you, my queen, for tuning in. My queen, the woman of my dream, and all that's in between. Alongside of every powerful man, there's a powerful woman. And the universe leads them both with the spirit of wisdom. And I have that in this relationship. Brother Ahab, thank you so much for tuning in, King. I appreciate that. Peace, love, and power to you, brother. All right. Thank everybody who's hanging in there. All right. Because I'm getting ready to close in a little bit. All right. Getting the thought back. You know, so has anybody ever thought to challenge when somebody say, I bear witness that there is no other God? Now, do you understand what a witness is? A witness is somebody who has seen or heard something. Do you understand? In a court of law, you know what I'm saying? It is against the law for you to lie and saying that you've seen something and you didn't. You know what that's called? You're bearing false witness. You become a false witness. So when somebody says that, I bear witness, that means that your spirit then went into the universe. You left your body. Okay. And then your spirit went throughout every realm. If there's a whole bunch of different realms, I don't know. I can't confirm or deny it because I haven't left my body yet. I only could tell you about me going into the dream world, the astral plane. That's all I could tell you. While I'm sleeping, I dream. Okay, I can tell you that. But other than that, I will not teach beyond that because then I'll be making some stuff up. Just like some other people do. You know what I'm saying? They just regurgitate what they've been taught without any proof. And they say, oh, I'm free from religion. How? Where is the transition? You go from believing everything you heard from being religious to going to the spiritual side, and you're doing the same thing. Now, a witness is somebody who has seen and heard something. When you call to the witness stand to do what? To testify. So if you're saying I bear witness, that means that you're testifying because you've seen and heard something. So how can you say that there's no other being then if you never went outside of yourself and searched throughout this whole universe and went to all these other realms and came back into your body and then able to testify and say that? Now, ritualistically, some people say I bear witness. But it's amazing to me, how can you bear witness to something like that? I'm just curious. I want to know. I'm serious. How can you say I bear witness to that? I can testify that there is no other. There's no other being outside the one that's written in this book that I'm reading that's a man gave to me who's imperfect. Okay? Okay, thank you, Elder. I appreciate that. He told me to raise my camera up. Thank you. All right, so that's what this program is here for, man. It's to get you to think. I personally, family, you know what I'm saying? I love you too much to let you to continue to keep following after these lies, man. You know what I'm saying? I cannot allow people to continue to follow lies. I'm a person, I believe in shedding light. This is a thought-provoking ministry. Anybody who partners with me knows, even when I was in religion, okay, I pointed people to the creator. I did not point people to me. I don't believe in pointing people to myself. I believe in pointing you to the divine, to the spirit, so that your mind can grow, so you can grow in your mind. It's too many people that's so bound. One thing that's so sad about the African people, one thing I noticed when I was in the temple, I heard so many preachers, doing this hooping stuff. And God said, and people just going hysterical. Wow, girl, did you? high five and people looking so amazed. I'm like, what in the world did they just say? How can you bear witness to something you can't understand? And then another thing is they're hooping and singing. You don't talk like that. That's not the way you talk. You don't talk like that. Where did you get that from? And then people just go on hysterical. That's called entertaining foolishness. That's called DJ preaching. That's what I call it. And I still call it that to this day. It's called DJ preaching. Okay, you trying to rock a crowd. They trying to rock a crowd. Oh, y'all don't hear me. And then guess what? Then your relationship with God get challenged if you don't react the way that they want you to react. Manipulation and control. Why do you keep going to ministries like that when it's a flesh fest? I'm going to say it again. Why do you, matter of fact, I won't even call it a ministry. Where is the service at? I mean, and don't try this coronavirus stuff. Don't play with me. Okay? Stop playing. Don't play with me. We're talking about before the coronavirus. So many people call themselves ministries, but they don't evangelize. You're a ministry, but you don't feed the poor in your community. You're a ministry, but you don't go seek out to save that which is lost. But then you get mad at people like me who don't want to hear nothing you got to say because you're nothing but a talker and your lifestyle is not measuring up with the profession that you profess. But you want to get mad. You call yourself conscious, but you talk like an ignorant person, but you want to get mad. You call yourself spiritual, but you believe everything somebody say rather than following after the spirit, but you want to get mad. See, a hush come over the crowd when you start teaching like this. You understand me? People get upset with you when you teach like this, when you tell the truth. You understand? You know what I'm saying? Who really wants the truth? That's the question. Because I know so many people say this, oh, you shall know the truth and the truth shall set you free. Really? There's a lot of people that know the truth and they're not free. Prove to me how just knowing something is going to impact your life. How is just knowing something going to affect you? Okay, I'm gonna give you an example. If you took a financial class to help you to be financially free, you took a financial class, an accurate financial class at that, because see, it's not just information that's going to transform your life. You have to understand that. Brother Mar, what are you talking about? You need accurate information. The racist is educated, but they're miseducated. The racist has information, but they've been misinformed. So I like to put accurate on there to be more specific, because we have to be very technical. So if they get accurate financial information, and if they never implement that information, you know they'll still be broke. You know why? Because they may know it, but they're not doing nothing with it. So just knowing the truth won't set you free. You have to make that applicable to your life. And then once you apply it to your life, then it brings forth the transformation. Nothing will happen, okay, to you just because you learn your history. I'm going to say it again. You'll gain confidence. Let me correct myself. You'll gain confidence of who you are. Okay, that's wonderful. But is that going to heal you from your child molestation? Is that going to heal you from your father abandoning you when you was a child? Is that going to heal you from being raped? Is that going to heal you from low self-esteem? I'm talking about, you know what I'm saying, because you were called ugly by a close relative or someone who you trusted. You was violated. You don't trust because the ones who you trust, they betrayed you. See, listen, we got to get real deep into the teaching realm. We need wise teachers. We need teachers that are wise. We need teachers who have accurate information. We need teachers who's going to dive in and who's going to lead you into more than one aspect about life. This is the reason why here we teach on spiritual, physical, and financial. I'm not a financial advisor. I stay in my lane. I have a friend named Evan Jefferson, that is. I mean, he can teach you that. And those are the type of people who I learn from. I just simply apply what they taught me. I see it worked, and I come on the platform and I share it with you. But I know what and who I am. I don't go around proclaiming. You know why? Because somebody can ask me a financial question who truly is a financial advisor, and they could use some jargon I'm not even familiar with. And I embarrass myself because I'm trying to be something that I'm not. Just because I've gained economical information does not make me a financial advisor. Okay, so what am I saying? You have so many people running around here. They teachers, they this, they that, because they know history. They know who Shaka Zulu is. You know what I'm saying? But listen, it's more to it. Being a teacher and liberation is more to it than you just knowing your history. These things have to be explained. You got so many people talking about going to war. Listen, how you going to lead somebody to war? You don't know what a max effective range of a weapon is. You want to teach people how to go into battle. You don't understand urban warfare. I hear so many people talking about, oh, the gangsters out there. You know what I'm saying? They're so, listen, man, listen. I was in the Marine Corps for a total of 20 years. I was trained by the best fighting force in the United States of America and known to man today. One of the most elite forces, fighting forces in the world. I hear some of the stuff that people are being told to do, and they're being led by a bunch of fools. Okay? First of all, an AK is only for a human being. Second of all, an M4 is only for a human being. Third of all, any type of weapon like that, that's a rifle, it's only for a human being. It will not stop a tank. It will not stop a helicopter. It will not stop a plane. But you want to talk about warfare. You want to talk about warfare. This is not the hood. This is not gang banging. Do you know the max effective range of a weapon is? Meaning that if you are at a certain distance, say for instance, you're at 500 yards, your enemy is at 520 yards. Why would you shoot the round outside of the max effective range of that weapon? You won't even hit your enemy. But you have so many people up here talking about they warriors. Brother, sister, a gang fight is totally different. You got these former gangsters now, they supposed to be conscious and trying to teach people about warfare and all these other things and things of the nature. First of all, you're going to need non-perishable, and it's called a meal ready to eat. You're going to need stuff like that. You got to understand terrain. You got to understand, okay, different fighting positions. You got to understand different weapon systems. You got to be skilled at the art of war. A gangbanger is not skilled. I don't know why people keep sitting up here thinking that, because they're not afraid to put their life on the line. Listen, you're just shooting a weapon. You have to learn how to shoot a weapon and maneuvering under fire. You got to understand rules of engagement. You got to understand escalation of force. So if somebody's going to be trained, I'm saying this because you have some fools out here telling somebody that we're going to do more than just turn over cars and just throw rocks. If someone approaches you, okay, you know, and they're looking at you, they're coming forward towards you, listen. You got to understand escalation of force. You got to understand deadly force. When can you use deadly force? You have to know the laws of deadly force. But you have these fools out here teaching these things like they so skilled in the art of war. You have cold weather training. You have desert training. Before I went to Iraq, we went to the desert for a total of a month. When I was getting ready to go to a cold climate, we had to train for cold weather training. But you want to talk about training somebody to go to war? Do you really understand war? Do you understand jungle warfare? Oh, we got to study our enemy, man. Knowing that they're using racist strategies is not enough. Do you know they cut us off from our spirituality, from off of our culture? Do you understand how important that is? Our spirituality? Because that's the reason why some of you are a bunch of loose cannons and you click off safe so much, because you don't have wise and mature elders around you enough to teach you how to be reserved and to watch your mouth and watch what you say. Because certain stuff you say, do you not understand, is treason? What is treason? When you start talking about overthrowing their government, fool. But you know what, your ego gets you the ego tripping, and you get on there and start saying stuff that can get your behind locked up because you're trying to prove that you're not scared. And then you got these other men following you, leading them getting killed and getting murdered from their family. Your job on the mission is to bring your men back safe too. Loss of life. But somebody must fire around at you first. They must have a weapon. They must aggress you. Them standing there yelling and screaming, and that is not a reason to pull out a weapon and start shooting. What about who is in the crowd? What is going on? Where's the innocent at? You got civilians out there? Why would you open fire in the open like that? But you got these fools out here, and you got fools following behind a bunch of fools. The blind lead the blind, they both fall into the ditch. Family, we got to get free. We got to get liberated in our minds. We have to stop worshiping people. We got to stop all of this personality worshiping, all this conscious starstruckness, and all these religious leaders starstruckness, and all of these spiritual teachers starstruckness. We got to get our minds free. You got to truly start thinking for yourself. You have to. You got to stop allowing people to dictate to you how you live your life, because you have a mind to take care of your family and get your family out of a war zone. You got people wanting to judge you for that because you won't keep your family in the war zone, bullets and stuff flying, going through the windows. You gonna keep your family in that hellhole, trying to prove something to somebody else? Really? Trying to prove that you're about the people. Last time I checked, in war, if one of your fellow service members was wounded, your job is to get them out of the line of danger. You're supposed to go rescue them from the danger, not run them to the danger. When you're fighting against the enemy that's fighting you back, you're fighting for your freedom. And you fight to the death, give you liberty or give you death. Got it. Meaning that you're going to speak out against the racism, meaning that you're going to speak out against the corruption. But you don't ever tell them to do foolish things like that. Family, listen, what I encourage you to do is for you to get a mature mentor spiritually. You need to find somebody who truly is mature in the spiritual realm, somebody who has balance in their life, somebody that truly has a higher consciousness that's going to lead you in the right direction. Some people, you have to love them from a distance, family. This is all I'm saying. Some people, you got to love them from a distance. They think they're free, but they're not. They think because they wear red, black, and green that they're free, but they're not. They think because they wear unk that they're free, but they're not. They think because they have these spiritual gems on and wearing copper and all these other things. Listen. But they're not. A lot of these people are just going through the motion. Don't drink that potion. Don't allow them to cast that spell on you with that foolishness. You do what you need to do in order for you to set yourself and your family free, to put you and your family in a good position for you and your family to win. And prayerfully, one day, they will actually wake up out of their slumber and they'll begin to understand what's really going on. And they too, in turn, will walk a higher path. Why? Because they have a higher consciousness and they're walking in their higher self. They have a better understanding of spiritual and natural things. So I love you. Thank you so much for tuning in. Again, this is yours truly, Amar Mari. I greatly appreciate everybody, that's tuned in, that's hung in here with this message on the day. I had to vent and inclusive with teach at the same time. You know what I'm saying? Because again, I believe in shielding the people. I believe in helping people to evolve in their mind and to teach them to be a better them. To be in this world, but not of this world. This is the reason why I teach the way I teach. Because I get so tired of seeing people bound up by these lies and allowing people to manipulate them and control them. And it would be remiss of me to sit by and have all this knowledge and all this wisdom and have went through all of these things and been through, all these different scenarios in life that I talked about tonight. And just to let you just keep on drifting and me just sit back because I'm afraid of, which I'm not, but I'm just saying, because I'm afraid of what somebody is going to say or what's going to happen after I say it. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. I'm not worried about that. Okay, I've been taken off of Facebook before, nothing new. The people unfriended me before, nothing new. People unsubscribed to the channel, stopped following me, nothing new. I've been through that before, so what's new? People lied on me, literally lied on me. What's new? People misunderstand me. What's new? Nothing new. That's just called what? Life. And I'm praying that one day you learn how to deal with that and have that attitude too. If you don't get it, oh well, I pray for you. Again, this is yours truly, Amar Mari. I am the founder of Uwa Pele Movement. Uwa Pele, again, is the Yoruba word for gentle character. You can follow us on Instagram. You can follow us on YouTube. Okay, again, we want to thank everybody who has subscribed to our YouTube channel, who follow us on Instagram. We love you all and we appreciate you all. I pray that you continue to enjoy the rest of your evening and you have a blessed weekend and have a blessed life. Peace, love, and power.